speak it though, what's on your mind, is deep though, I speak it though, we on the air, just take it there, I'ma take it there. Hold up, yeah, I talk about it, but I'm real about it, I speak on it, but don't catch feels about it, we can chop it up like it's nothing, baby.
What's going on, everybody? We are here live here on the OT Radio Show, and man, oh man, listen, we got some game for y'all tonight. So all y'all starving indie artists out there that need to know the game, well, hey, I got the person here to give you the game. Today we have author, artist manager, music publisher, and CEO of Benjamin Entertainment Group, hey, Mr. Courtney Benjamin. Now check it out, y'all. Y'all seen him on VH1, CBS, ABC, and TvOne, just to name a few, right? He helped artists like Rakim, Krs-One, Janet Jackson, and Michael Jackson estate to get back some unclaimed royalties. So we have him here, and we're going to talk about the 10-step survival guide to the music. Oh, shit, my bad. 10-step survival guide to the business of music. I got my man here. He ready to chop it up with your boy OT. What it do, man? How's everything going with you, bro?
What up, though? Everything good, man. How you doing, man? Appreciate you.
Man. Listen, man, maintaining, taking it easy, loving God, and doing what I need to do in life, man.
Yes, sir. Gotta love God, man, for sure.
Yes, sir. Well, listen, man, you know, we here, and and you've been in the music business, right? So let's unfold all this right here before we even get into the book. Let's unfold what you do, right? How did all this come about?
So all this really came about was my wife, man. She wanted to sing, and you know, I didn't know nothing about the music industry. You know, she was doing stage plays, touring, and they were asking her like, why she don't have no CD out, blase splee. So I just told her, I was like, well, shoot, let's just start our own label, man. You know, because I was trying to pitch her to like record labels and different managers and stuff. She had no project though. So that was lesson number one to learn. You ain't got nothing to offer. There's nothing on the table. So what you coming for? With your hand up, you know? So, right. You know, but I just started hitting conferences, studying books, you know, talking to attorneys, going to, different studios, just talking to engineers, man, you know, just trying to get as much knowledge as I could.
Hey, man, listen, man, that's how you learn. That's how you learn, as they say. You know what I mean? That's how you learn. Now, let's talk about, because, you know, there's a lot of indie artists out here, you know, independent artists, we call them indie artists, right, out here that's trying to jump into the music business, right, but don't even know the business of the music. Why is it important for them to lay down their foundation?
Man, because like the fame, the virals, that don't mean nothing without the business side. You're not gonna get paid for it. You know, you're not gonna understand what it means to leverage instead of depending on a record label or depending on the manager. You know, if you don't know your business, nobody else is gonna know it, but they know their business. So, you know, you come into a situation and then later on down the road, you're like, man, they got over on me, blase split. But I mean, honestly, did you get over on yourself because you didn't educate yourself? So, you know, it's really like a thin line between, you know, learning that business side, you know, just regular business, learning the industry that you're going into is very important and key, because if you don't know it, trust me, these people know their business. So if you don't know yours, they're going to get as much as they can out of you. And then once you're done with what they need, you back on your own. So, you know, how you gonna start over?
Yeah. Listen, man, that's a fact on that one, man, because a lot of people do get in the business and they don't even know half of it, too, right? And all they look at is like, man, I got this check, right?
Facts.
And sometimes that check be good at that present moment, but boy, oh boy, when that check run out and you be sitting back and they start hitting you with all these fees and everything else, you sitting back like, nah, dude, I can't believe all this, man. Like, dude, they got me. So, so why was it important to you to come out with this book, The 10-Step Survival Guide to the Business of Music?
It was important to me because I just saw so many independent artists, and then so many artists that were signed to major labels, you know, just seeing that some of their struggles, man, it was just like, man, you know, how can I help? How could I pour in and serve? You know, so I just started gathering up the information that I had, man, and I was like, let me put this in this book. And for the people that want to listen, it's there for you. For the people that don't, that think they know everything, I mean, just keep on doing what you're doing, you know. So, but that was one of the main reasons, man, because like even like some of the artists from the '70s, man, you know, some of them were getting were out of royalties. I mean, were out of money, you know, and then they had royalties and stuff. So I was able to help them, you know, get to a situation where they can get a home, start providing for their family again, and then set it up to where, you know, the music outlives you. So, you know, we were able to help them set up everything. So if when they do pass on, their estate will be all set, man. Because like one guy that I got all of his stuff together. All he had to do was sign off on it, and he died the day that he was supposed to sign the paperwork, man. And I was like, man, and that just like did something to me. And I was like, you know what, man, I'm about to get on this knowledge train. Right. To start educating as many people as I can.
So let's talk about that a little bit, because you know, when you have things like that, because like you then got back some unclaimed royalties for like artists like Rakim, right, and Krs-One, right? Yeah. These are the guys that I grew up listening to. What are certain things that you went through to get these artists some of the unclaimed royalties?
You know, some of the main things was sound exchange. You know, a lot of artists just not having signed up with sound exchange. It's simple as that. You know, and some of them have been in placements and have the music all over TV and film and commercials and stuff like that. And you know, they just didn't sign up for like SAG-AFTRA. You know, there's unclaimed royalties in SAG-AFTRA and also sound exchange. You know, so you know, once they sign up with that, you know, you submit over the proper documentation. You know, and like even with the Michael Jackson thing, I just sent everything over to their John Branco, which was over his estate. So I just sent that information over to them, and they took it from there, man. And I didn't get paid a dime. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't looking for anything. I was just here serving. Right. And as I served, I just started building relationships and just started educating those people, man. And the relationships just started getting stronger and stronger.
Man, listen, you said something right there, man, that a lot of people don't understand today. You said you ain't get a dime. All you did was serve, but the relationships was worth millions.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So y'all kids out there and people out there, everything ain't got to be cost.
Square business.
Everything. You know what I mean? Networking is that paper. I'm just gonna be honest with a lot of people. Networking is that paper, and that's how you build relationships. So now a lot of people probably don't even know about that Sonic Exchange. So break down a little bit of that right there. And how do people get into the people who already artists that got their music already out on TVs and stuff like that? Explain to them what Sonic Exchange is.
Okay, Sound Exchange pretty much collects. They're like the BMI CSAC, and you know what they are for the writers and the publishers. Sound Exchange is for the record labels and the copyright owners, which is going to be the artist and the label. So if you're the artist and you're on a label, you know, or if you own I take it like this: if you're an artist and you own your own record label, you would claim both sides of that. So that'd be 100% of that. So you would sign up as an artist and you would sign up as a record label. And what Sound Exchange collects is like all the radio stations that are playing the internet radio stations. So they're going to collect all your internet performance royalties. So that's when you get played on like Pandora, Sirius XM, all of them things like that. You know, that's you just, it's just a signing up. Fill out all the documentation that you need, put your banking information in there, put your LLC information in there, you know, so that stuff goes to your business account and it goes to you. So that's pretty much, and it's that simple, you know, and it's like the little things that it's just like the little fine details that don't get paid attention to, but cost a lot of money.
Facts, big facts. So let's talk about the importance for artists to have, copyrights and trademarks, man. Because a lot of artists are out here, and some of their stuff is not even trademarked. Some of their stuff is not even copyrighted.
Yeah.
So why is that so important, especially in the business of music and the music industry? Why is it so important for these artists to actually have these trademarks and copyrights?
It's very important to have your copyrights because your copyrights is like your deed, to your to all everything that you do. So like say if you have your song and then you didn't copyright it, right? Somebody else could go and copyright it behind you, and then now they own your piece of work. They own all of your music. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna have to buy that back from them. And the importance of that, what you have in your sound recording and your lyrics and stuff. When you go to a record label, you're licensing your copyright to that record label. That's why they pay you mechanical royalties. So
Mm.
and trademarking is so key because you go build this big old brand and then somebody goes and takes your name or somebody else has that name trademarked already. Now you got to start all over again, rebrand. So it's just costing you a lot of time and money, and that ownership is key. Ownership is key because that's one thing. The record labels, you go viral and you go get a deal or whatever. That record label gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna own your trademark. I'm gonna own your copyrights, all of that. But if you have all of that business taken care of, you can say, no, I'm leveraging you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
This is what I want, and if you don't have it, I got my own business credit. I got my
Right.
own all of that situated. So it's like, okay, so how can we leverage this situation? Let's become partners. Let's do a joint venture deal instead
Mhm.
of you coming in owning all of this stuff and then charging me all of this.
Now, you said something that was important right there, when you talk about leverage. And
Mhm.
I know a lot of artists out here don't have a whole lot of leverage because they don't know the business side of the music. And
Mhm.
the importance of leverage is very important, especially when you're dealing with these big old companies, like the Columbias and everybody else and these labels. And we have to get into a mindset of owning,
Mhm.
because you said, LLCs and stuff like that. I guarantee you 75% of these artists don't even have that.
No, they don't.
Don't even have that, man. And it's crazy to say it, but we have a lot of artists that's out here, man, that are, on all these different Spotify's and stuff like that, and they don't even have the business side together.
Yeah.
And you with this book, The Survival Guide to the Business of Music, is very, I say, a key step for people to understand and learn. Now,
Mhm.
when they read this book, because you done gave me the ebook, bro, and I'm not even halfway through it. I'm keeping a buck with you, right? Because I'm sitting
Yeah.
back and I'm going back. Like, hold up, wait a minute, because they didn't tell us this right here,
Yeah.
right? So one of the things that I picked up on in the book when we talking about the copyrights and the trademarks and the symbols and the labels and stuff like that. And one of the things to me is a lot of these artists don't even have no symbols or nothing. It's just straight names. And the
Yep.
symbol is actually important. And a lot of people don't know that, like a little plus at the end or period is very important because, like you said, someone can take that
Yep.
and go a whole nother route.
Yep. They
You know
sure
what I mean?
can, man. For real.
And I
Sure.
seen it. I seen artists that I know that had to rebrand because of the
Mhm.
fact that now they like, dude, man, I gotta put, a plus sign at the end of it, or I gotta put a period at the end of it because now these people have this. But now they didn't already controlled everything that you had because
Yeah.
everything was under it.
Heck
Everything
yeah.
was under it, man. So with this guide, right? With this guide, because I know you break down, trademarks, copyrights, LLCs, knowing your streams. Why is it important to know your streams and get your
It's
money for
true, man. It's good to know the stream, so you know where to look and where to reach out to. Because if you're not Because like with one song, you should be collecting at least about 6 to 7 different streams of income. You know, we always think multiple streams of income is, oh, I got to do this job over here. I got to do this job over there. I got to start this company over here, start that company over there. No, you got something right in your hands. Each one of your songs could be paying you 6 to 7 times over. You know, you can license that for sync. You get radio play, start getting your writers and your publishers, especially if you're a writer and you're a performing artist. And then your sound exchange, you know, when it's on internet radio. And then you want to do PPL, so you make sure that you get your neighboring rights for whatever sound exchange doesn't pick up. And let me see what else. You get your mechanical royalties. You know, even if you're your own record label, still pay yourself as a songwriter of your song. Pay your mechanical royalties. You know, make sure that money is going into a you know, and going back into the company and building the company up. So so you're building your music publishing company up while you're still doing your label stuff. You know, it may not look like a lot of money coming in, but if you need to gain an extra stream of income or something, get you a job until it's time for you to actually go at this full time. You don't become a business partner with your job.
Listen, hold up, back it up. Because we're talking some big facts here, right? We're giving people some reality checks here, right? Because I just got finished talking about that. Like, listen, I got a whole 9 to 5, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, my streams don't pay for this 9 to 5 right now.
Yeah.
At this present time, right? So it's very important because a lot of people be jumping out here, man. They had a 9 to 5 and they like, oh, dude, we're gonna make this happen. But some of them don't even know how to do the taxes.
Facts.
So let's talk about them taxes that these folks need to know, man. Because these artists, I guarantee you, these artists don't even know what to write off.
Yep.
On their taxes. Why is a W-9 is important? So let's talk about that a little bit, man.
Yeah, sure, man. A good story that I had with one of my clients, man. They were in the game 20 years, man, and was touring all over the world. $1 million tax bill. So what happens is, it's like when you're touring, you got to make sure that you're paying taxes in each one of those states that you are performing in. So when you get your money, say you get $10,000 for that gig, that $10,000 isn't yours. You know, what I do is I set up different accounts. I have a profit account, expense account, an income account, and I have also a tax account. So you put a chunk of that money into the tax account and you will never owe the IRS ever. So when they say, okay, you owe $1 million, it's sitting right here. Boom, here you go. I paid my taxes. And then if you got your profit account where you put a little money in there, you know, now you see, okay, my company is about 1 to 5% profitable, you know, so now we got that little piggy bank to where if we need to go and do a music video or something like that, we could pull from that to invest in a video or invest in like buying catalogs or buying different things like that. You know, you tell your money where to go, you know, and like I said, man, be a business partner with your job. So with the thing that I got caught up in when I got my tax audit, when I was working my 9 to 5, was I was putting the money from my check. I was saying, okay, 50% of my check, I'm gonna put into my business account. So that was the wrong way to do it because I was getting double taxed. So the auditor told me the best way to do it is just save that money up. And then when you get to a certain number, so when I got to about $10,000, that's when I should have just been like, okay, boom, here's $10,000. And you put that down as seed money into the company. And then you let the company run itself with that $10,000. And you don't just put the money in there, because what's going to happen is if you get audited, man, they're going to kick your behind with that, what they call it, double taxation. Because they told me up, man, they was trying to get me for like 20,000, but thank God I had a good tax attorney and a good accountant. And what they did was they got it down to where I only had to pay like $2,500, and I was free and clear.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's definitely what's up, man. So let's get into this right here, man, because I talk to a lot of people and we have these conversations. And one of the main conversations that we have is all the time we talk about artists that do not and don't have a manager. And I say a lot of artists don't even need a manager because they ain't got nothing to manage.
Facts.
So let's talk about that a little bit. Why do artists need managers and why do artists don't need managers?
Well, I would say all the artists that think they need managers, man, they just want somebody to do the work that they don't want to do, and that's not how you operate. That's not how any business operates. When that's just like saying, okay, I'm running a restaurant, I need a manager, but I don't have no food, I don't have no employees, I don't have no staff, I don't know how none of the elements of the restaurant work, but you want me to come in and manage it, and then the first thing you say is, oh, you ain't doing nothing. Well, there's nothing here for me to do, you know. So it's like, what we ain't doing nothing. And so, you know, it comes down to situations like that, man, for real. And then for the ones that do need managers, that's when they have like they say, okay, it's just like any other startup company or artist. So you got your startup point, you bootstrapping. So you around here doing everything. You done played your manager. You know, you didn't took the emails and you done set up systems to how you gonna get booked. You done set up all of these different systems and structures, and you're organized. But you just need somebody to say, hey, look, I got this piece right here. You know, if you can manage this for me, that'd be great. Here's my my equity share. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm gonna offer you equity into my company. So now, okay, now I'm like, okay, all right, now I'm a 20%, owner in this company. And we're gonna build this thing. Now we got something to leverage. We got something to work with. It's not just about, just saying, I don't want to do all of this and I don't want to do that. And managers are not booking agents. We will help you and leverage your situation, but we are not booking agents. What we do is we will prepare you so you can get to a booking agent, because for a booking agent, you still got to build city history. You got to build your poll star numbers up. Get the attention. We got to start doing, we're partners. We got to start going out here doing our own shows, rent some of these venues out, see what our numbers are. Don't be scared to start off with the small venues, make a demand, create a demand for yourself. And then, then you just start going into the other, like you graduate from the 100-seater. Now you're the 200-seater. Now you're the 300-seater. So now you got numbers and facts to work with, and you're reporting them to Polestar. Don't forget to use Polestar if you actually want to start getting out here on this touring scene, because that's where all the promoters and everybody is that's looking, to book shows and to see what, what acts to pair with what.
So let's dive into something, man, because when we talk about going on tours and stuff like that and building it, why is it important to actually have a resume? Why is it important to have an EPK? Why is it important for all these things? Because I see people out here and they don't even have an EPK at all. So nobody don't even know what you do, how you do it. They don't even have a bio. And social media has made it to the point that they are lying to a lot of people, man, about being an artist and just period, man. What can you tell our listeners and people that's going to be, watching the replays and actually listening to it on audio? What can you tell people out here to look for when it comes down to being this artist and having the music, learning the business of the music and learning how to network and stuff like that?
Okay. Yeah. So like when you're going to networking events, even, you want to go in there and know exactly what you need. Don't just go in there just being like, okay, I'm gonna connect with this person, I'm gonna connect with that person, and then don't follow up. You just build a list of people that you don't need. And what happens is you start getting this overwhelmness. You get caught up in that overwhelmness, man. And the structure of everything is like, okay, I got my EPK. You have all of your tools together, and those are different tools for you to actually work to get the work. So you were saying like, what does the EPK do, or what's the purpose of it too?
Yeah, what's the purpose of the EPK?
So the EPK is pretty much the business card. That's telling me like, okay, this artist is from here. Here's the bio. you know, here's a little snippet of the music, you know, and here, you know, we get to learn who you are. We get to see your numbers, your social media numbers. You can add your Polestar numbers in there if you want to. Because like this is a numbers game and it's an information based situation, man. Because it's what you could prove and how many seats that you could fill when it comes to this touring stuff. Because like, you know, a lot of people think promoters are hating on them. They're not. They're really not hating on you. You know, if you come into me and you've never performed ever, and then you want to get on, you want to say, hey, I want to go and perform at the city winery or something like that. Okay, it's a lot of money that goes on to take the, you know, to take a spot from somebody that does have numbers and that can prove and draw people in. You know, so like say city winery costs about $6,000 to operate. And then you come in there and you be like, no, you know, I can fill it up. I can fill it up. But you've never even marketed. You don't even want to market your song. You don't even want to market and promote nothing. But you're gonna promote a show that's gonna bring 600 people that don't know you. You know what I mean? So they're losing money, you know, by coming in and saying, okay, I'm gonna give you this opportunity to come in and you only fill up maybe 30, 40 seats when it's a 300 seater. So now they're losing money on alcohol. They're losing money on space. They got a sound engineer they got to pay for. Then you got a band that you got to pay for. So now everybody is in the hole. You know, you got to plan this stuff out the right way, man, and just get organized and structured.
Well, let's talk a minute because something is coming up from November the 17th through the 18th, man. And you know what? Our producer is going to put this up on the board. Just a little quick draft for people to understand what is going on. And we're going to talk about your conference that's jumping off right now, November 17th through the 18th. Let's talk about this virtual conference, man. What can people expect when they come to the virtual conference?
They can expect so much game, man. Because like the first day is law and foundation. So we got two attorneys, man, two top attorneys that's out here, entertainment attorney, IP attorney, and the IP attorney is the one that you need to talk to when it comes to your intellectual properties, which is your copyright and your trademarks. They get all of that situated. So Shay's going to be talking about the IP stuff, and then Joe, he's going to be talking about all the entertainment laws, contracts, different situations, licensing, you know, all of that good stuff, man. So you're going to get from that to how to get grants with Joy Hunt, you know, how to lay out the business and build your foundation and structure your business so you can get business funding, grants, and you know, and then a lot of these artists, man, if they would have just had their stuff in order, man, that PPP loan could have really set them off. Like some of my clients that I manage and stuff, we had our stuff in order, so they were able to benefit off of the PPP loan. You know, we have payroll, or we pay ourselves payroll. You know, we have all of our business structured the right way and everything. So we were able to get some of the grant money, some of the PPP loan, and all of that. So, and then also we're going to talk about like virtual assistants, how to utilize that. Cause like everybody think a lot of stuff I'm running on my own. No, like when I'm out and I'm on the road or something like that, I got VAs, I got social media managers. Everything is on autopilot. You work hard to build the systems up. And then, you know, you let all of that automation just go by itself, man. So you can focus on the vision that you have for your company. And then we're gonna get to talking to a couple of my artists and my clients, you know, about being an artist, about being signed to a label, about life after a record label, life after The Voice. You know, what goes on when you get on these TV shows and stuff like that. You know, a lot of these TV shows like The Voice and X Factor and all that stuff, they're owned by record labels. And you just think about like that you're only able to perform their songs in their catalog because they're getting paid off of that. You know, all of that stuff going on the cue sheets. So they're getting money from publishing and on the master side. So, you know, it's just a lot we're gonna deep dive into. And we're gonna get into a couple mental health situations to where you know, you can get that peace, that zen, you know, and get yourself situated to where you're not letting this industry overwhelm you. You know, you find your peace. You take a break when you need to take a break. Go on sabbatical. I go on sabbaticals often, you know, just to get my mind together, get focused, and come in and execute after that, man. And let me see what else is going on. We're gonna be talking to some hit songwriters, how they did it. We got a promoter coming in that's going to talk about how, you know, how the from the Black Collector Suleiman, man, he's going to come in and just see, you know, just talk about the promotion process, you know, for people that want to try to get in. This is for artists and music industry professionals. So you're going to get a chance to see both sides of it, to where if you want to be a promoter, you know, you got somebody that's going to pour into you and show you how to become a promoter. And then you're going to see also as an artist what I need to do to get to a promoter the right way, instead of just guessing. And let's see what else. We're gonna dab into music publishing and sync licensing. You know, we covering everything, because like day 2 is the elements. So everything that got to do with the artist and songwriting and producing, man, we diving in that thing. That's why it's Don't Give Up Music Conference, because like people are just giving up because they're overwhelmed and don't know what to do. But we giving them an opportunity to learn.
Man, listen, man, we just gave y'all some knowledge right here, front and center, right in front of y'all face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Definitely front. So now, with all that being said, man, right? What can you tell any starving artist? I like to call them starving artists because they ain't even got their shit together. Yeah. What can you say the starving artist, one of the first steps that they should do when they're trying to learn the business of music?
Be determined and not desperate, because desperation is going to get you in so much trouble. It's going to be crazy, man. You're going to start depending on people that's not even really for you. You're going to start doing things that you would normally not do. But if you determined, you got a plan, you focus, you ready to leverage, you know, and you ready to take your business to the next level, you know. Just be determined and not desperate, because that'll set the foundation for your whole career right there.
There it is. Now, I always come up with a swing question, right? Because a lot of people want to know, who are you, right? So we already broke down all the things that they know about you. However, they only know now about the successful one. What are some of the struggles that you had to go through to get where you were?
Sure, man. I got one of my songs stolen, man. We got evicted about 3 times over just putting a single out. You know, trusting people, you know, not knowing. That's why I'm so key on education, because you just think of it now, like even with this internet era, man. And this wasn't even when the internet era was even popping back then. You know, you got all these internet gurus that's just guiding people into the slaughterhouse, man, while they sitting back and like, man, but if you think about it, time tells on everybody. Smoke clears at, you know, eventually.
Yeah.
So like, look at how many of them is being exposed right now. Yeah. You know, and it's just like back then there was no internet, so it was just like we just trusting people, man, and they just going behind our backs doing us dirty, man. And my family is struggling, man. And now I'm getting into a mode of where it's like, man, something gonna happen, bro, if you don't give me my money back, or you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, man, it's like I got a wife and 3 children, man, and they looking at me, man, and I remember even one of my Facebook posts, one of my Facebook lives, I was carrying a couch out on my back, man, trying to sell it, you know, trying to sell the furniture, man, so we could get some money to get to the next place, man, because we didn't know where we were going to go. We were homeless, man, for like maybe about 2 weeks almost, you know, before we got the next place, but then got evicted again. You know, it's like God puts you into these different circles until you learn. So as I start educating myself, and then I started saying, okay, I got to manage my money better. I got to actually know what I'm going into when I'm talking to these people. Ask for references. You know, don't be scared to ask for references. This is your company. You stuck with the decisions that you make on your own. So it's like I didn't look at it as a downfall. I just looked at it as God opening my eyes and showing me what I need to do and how I don't want to treat people when it's my turn to pour in and serve.
Man, well, listen, man, you are pouring in right now, dude, because for you to go through the things that you went through, right? Because I always call everybody dark times like a testimony. So everybody have a testimony. But what you
Yeah.
do with that testimony is how you're going to be portrayed, right?
Yes.
So that testimony right there is telling people like, hey, at the end of the day, regardless of what happened, you learn from it. And now
Mm-hmm.
you're pouring it back to everybody like, listen, man, you better learn this business because
Yeah.
it's going to be hard out here for you. So I definitely appreciate you doing that, man. Definitely giving back, giving people the game out here, even for free. Because see, a lot of people don't understand, when you have people that are legit that are doing it, that got a track record, that got
Mm-hmm.
references, that got a resume, right? That we can go back 3 or 4 years and be like, yo, man, like the bull really did that. And now he up here on social media giving you about a 10-second game real fast, and you're like, listen to it. Because there's
Mm-hmm.
a lot of phony people out here that's giving people game and never even step into the music business. I'm just gonna be honest. You know what I
Facts.
mean?
Facts.
Yeah. So listen, I definitely appreciate you, man, for joining us here on the show. Appreciate you for giving us this little knowledge right here that a
Mm-hmm.
lot of these indie artists and independent artists need to know. And definitely they need to check out that book. They need to
Yeah,
check out the book, man. You know what I
definitely
mean?
do.
So I would tell y'all get that book because I am still reading it right now. I'm halfway through because
Mm-hmm.
I had to go back on a couple of them. Like, hold up, wait a minute, did I do that? To my business? Like, seriously, like, you know what I mean? Because you got some stuff in this book to start making you question. Like, hold up,
Yep.
wait a minute, did I miss a step?
Yep.
Because
Yep.
one of them I did miss a step. I ain't going front. I ain't
Mm-hmm.
going front out here and like everything good. Yeah, I missed a step on one of these joints, so I had to go back and get my tax money right because I missed the step. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
So I'm just keeping it a buck, man. Definitely
Yeah.
gotta keep it a buck, man. So
Yeah.
definitely give people all your social media handles, man, and you know, talk some more about this your conference coming up, man, for people could definitely tune in.
Okay. All right. You can find me on social media platforms at Courtney Benjamin Music, IG, Facebook, LinkedIn. And then with the conference, you can reach us at www.don'tgiveupmusicconference.com. And you'll be able to get your ticket. And if you want a replay of it, it's all virtual. So if you like, man, I'm not gonna be able to make it to Atlanta or this and that, blah, blah, it's virtual. So, we wanted to make sure that everybody had an opportunity to do it. We doing limited seats because like we want to make it personal, man. We serving the people that we, that's coming into this thing. So we only doing 100 tickets. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing that we got to start doing in our community as well, like in business, man. Stop overbooking yourselves. Get to the point to where if you're gonna serve and help somebody, you know what I'm saying, get to that number that's going to be feasible for all of y'all to tackle that one project and get it done. Stop overbooking yourselves, man. But yeah, that's where you can find me. And even with the book, you can go to CourtneyBenjamin.com and the book is on there. It's definitely a game changer for any business owner, man. Because like the thing about business, the principles don't change. It's the same game, different products. That's all.
Yep, that's a fact. That's a fact. Well, listen, man, enjoy the rest of your day, man. Enjoy the rest
All
of your
right.
day with your kids. I mean,
Appreciate
your
it.
wife. Have yourself a good time. Welcome to the family, as we always say here on the show. So now you like my cousin now. So what up, cuz? How you feeling, man? You know what I mean? So listen, hit us up at any time, man. Like right now, like honestly, like when we talk about family, this is where it is. So you got anything going on, hit us up.
All
Come
right.
on,
Good.
come on back on. It's always great to have good people come on, holler at us over and over again. You know what I mean? Because knowledge is the key. So the
Yes,
much
sir.
knowledge that you can give, the much knowledge our people will receive. So all right,
Facts.
man. Listen, enjoy the rest of your day, man. I will holler at you, bro.
All
Definitely.
right.
So
Then.
all right, man. Salute. Oh,
Salute.
y'all, good show today, y'all. Good show today, man. Listen, make sure y'all go out there and get that book, The 10-Step Survival Guide to the Business of Music, my man Courtney Benjamin. Listen, y'all, once again, like your boy OT always said, if someone asks you how you doing, you tell them you're doing better than yesterday. Look, I will holler at y'all. I think this weekend, I might be coming on this weekend on Barbershop Talk. We got to talk to my man RWC if we're going to have Barbershop Talk. If we do, listen, Barbershop Talk is what's hitting. Shout out to my man, you know what I mean, DJ Wiz. Y'all can check out the DJ Wiz show all the time. Gospel and hip hop. Got their own channel. Check him out. Wiz Radio. 24/7, 7 days a week. And you know your boy OT, we here. So listen, I love y'all. Y'all be good. And I will holler at y'all next week because we got some stuff popping off next week. We want to talk a little bit about mental health. We're going to get into the game about how to survive here in this world as a black man. All right. So look, I love y'all. Y'all be good and enjoy your weekend and stay blessed, y'all. All right. Peace.